Welcome to the Spiritual and Empowerment Living with Tia podcast, a sacred place and resource for spiritually centered women who want to go from the mundane to the magical life, for overcoming fear and doubt, reconnecting with the goddess, understanding messages from spirit, and uncovering your spiritual gifts so you can finally live the life you deserve. Hello, Spiritual Trailblazer, and welcome to another episode of Tia Scope, New Moon in Aquarius. Wow, we are moving right along with these phases, right? We already experienced our first first full moon of the year and all that jazz. We know how big that is. Moving on to the new moon, and here we are going through our second cycle. So the Tia Scopes that I do, they are in reference to what the heck is going on. So this is not so much about me giving a horoscope, but more so me just breaking down some of the energies that we are experiencing. There are a lot of energies going on, and we feel some energies more than others based on a lot of things. Most importantly, our astrological chart and what's going on in our world currently. So it's really just me explaining some of the zodiacs that are impacted, um, the corresponding planet that is having an impact on this particular phase, and the things we can do about it. So I like to give you some background information, some current information, such as you may be feeling this way, and then some calls to action. And yes, I also pulled a card from this latest Oracle card deck I got. It's called Wow Moon Lunar Phase Deck. And you will see that this card I pulled is pretty, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Yes, accurate, but also very fitting in many ways. So when I do pull the cards, I just ask for guidance, and I was just told to pick the first card. Okay, and so I did. Now, before I dive into today's topic, a little reminders. Okay, so this month, for a lot of people, is considered the month of love, even though every month could be the month of love. However, check out the previous episodes. We have the Love Goddess episode, Goddess Bridget and Imbolc, and then we have a few more lovely, sexy episodes coming your way. So stay tuned. Also, on the blog, we just wrapped up the chakra series, ending with the air chakra. So make sure you check that out. So that was interesting to do, to really just break down the organs that are associated with the chakras, negative impacts that are going on that would key you into what's happening on a spiritual level, and ways to keep a healthy chakra. So go ahead, check out that series, binge read. And next series we have coming up here are protection, or is protection magic. Okay, so that's going to be fun. All right, let's get into it. And that's blog.tiamariejohnson.com. All right, so we have a lot going on with this phase, but it's really good. The other phases, there's a lot of teachings going on, and this is kind of a time where you get to enjoy a little bit of the energy, goodness you put out there. And of course, I give you my resource links. I've been using Astrology King. I just like this website. I like how it breaks down information and all that jazz. So this is the new moon, also known as the dark moon. And if you are new to moon phases and you see dark moon, it means new moon. Okay, it was given the name dark because the sky is dark. You don't see, quote unquote, see the moon. And so that new moon energy We can look at it many ways, and this depends on who you ask, but I like to present a couple of definitions just because, well, that's how it is, really. There's one way to do it, or that way, or some mixture of both. Okay, so some people like to work on what they want to manifest. So it's sort of like with new moon energy, you're starting new, you're starting fresh, and you're working towards manifesting whatever it is by the time of the next full moon or a full moon, depending on, how tall your order is. You're sending out there to the universe. So that's one way. As a beginning, it's new, and you're working towards something, towards manifesting. Another one is things coming together whole, a fresh start to work towards wholeness. This is also a time to look at the shadow aspects of ourselves. Okay. So there's many ways to look at the energy of the new moon, and it will vary from month to month, depending on, how you're feeling, what's going on, etc. So we had that moon energy, tapping into our intuition still because it's the moon, but also shadow aspect, like I was saying, newness. And it falls on a Thursday. Thursday energy is in relation to the planet Jupiter, which is about finances, among other things. And there was also a series on the blog, Magical Days of the Week. So if you go back to that series, you can go to blog.tiamariejohnson.com, type in Jupiter, and you would get that day or Thursday, and you can see the magic of that day, deities of that day, even things you can do on that day. So if you want to, say, get a loan from a bank, you may want to schedule the appointment on a Thursday because the energy is more heightened, more favorable for finances. Of course, it's not required. If you have to go in on a Friday, you can't do it on a Thursday. It's fine. It's just that extra boost of energy. And Thursday energy also has to do with good health, abundance, and leadership. So really think about that as you are working with this new moon energy. And again, for the breakdown of colors and herbs and spices, essential oils you can use for that Thursday energy, go to blog.tiamariejohnson.com. All right. And we have Venus energy, which we know is that loving energy, various forms of love, um, that empathy, caring, just again, lots and lots of love. And then finally, Aquarius. Well, like I said, there are other energies. I want to focus on these in particular. Aquarius is ruled by air. I know Aqua is in Aquarius and it automatically makes you think of water, but the element is air. Okay. And the ruler planets include Uranus and Saturn. So we're just going to put that on the back burner. Okay. But let's just keep in mind air has to do with intelligence, wisdom. So we're starting to see this is a lot about being informed. There's that wisdom piece there. Even as you're working with new moon energy, the wisdom of that, of are you going to work with your shadow side? Because there's great wisdom that can be discovered once you shine light on those areas and tackle aspects of your shadow side. So you're going to see a lot of, again, knowledge, being informed, wisdom, but also a time of celebrations in a way. So I'll explain what I mean in a few moments. All right. So let's head over to Astro King. And what I love about Astro King is how everything is broken down. So you can see when you go to this website the other uh, planets involved and zodiac that are involved, but don't let that overwhelm you. Okay, so according to astrologyking.com, the new moon on February 11th Aquarius is conjunct Mercury and square Mars. Uh, and then it states here there are much tighter aspects influencing this new moon. The strongest planetary influence is Venus conjunct Jupiter. This is probably the best of all aspects and is associated with good luck, love, and money. Ta-da! And the new moon aligns with a fixed star called the luckiest of the lucky. So that's what I was saying earlier. Jupiter is that prosperity, abundance, energy. You got the love of Venus. You got the good luck of so much more going on there. And there's that again, when we are in the luckiest of the luck, there's a little bit of wisdom that comes about. Especially when we're successful. You hear people say this all the time. It was a little bit of luck, but hard work, determination, all that wisdom that comes along with understanding how you got to where you're at now. So I thought it was interesting that they talked about the luckiest of the luck and how this energy is really about good luck, love, and money. So that's something that's nice to look forward to. Honestly, with the way uh, things have been going for almost a year now. And then they have here stated the word Sadalsud, Sadalsuud, literally mean luckiest of the lucky. So if you see that during this time, people are trying to channel that. Also called Star of Mighty Destiny. Wow, that's very intense. And so the summary here states, okay, the February 11th new moon is close to Venus, conjunct Jupiter, and I'm gonna look up what conjunct actually means in both time and space. They are only 4 hours apart and only 10 degrees apart. So they're talking about the chart here. And then it goes on with the sun conjunct moon. Okay. And it's stating here that this time is perfect for new beginnings aimed at personal improvement and success. It also means that because remember earlier, the Saturn and Uranus, I mentioned that with the other correspondences I mentioned earlier, means difficult changes are coming. So that's why I didn't really want to dive too much into Saturn because Saturn is a tough planet. You're going to learn a lot. And I'm learning, I don't know too much about Uranus. Like I said, I am someone who's still learning this stuff. But I know Saturn is definitely a teacher planet. But sometimes what's difficult really isn't. And because when we think about it, change really isn't easy. And that's only because we just got to get readjusted and we're creatures of habit. Unless we are sick and tired of something, then we're more than ready for the change, right? Like it can't come soon enough. So sometimes it's not difficult in the sense of it's hard, it's crazy, even though I know that's the definition. But it could be difficult in the sense that you're just in a comfort zone and you got to shift out of it. So it's not really hard, it's the easy shift. You're just used to something and it seems like it's hard. So hopefully that makes sense. Like actual hard versus not really. um, it states here, but Venus conjuncts Jupiter and Mars. So now Neptune is here to show you how to be a better person, more loving, caring, honest, and true to yourself. And honestly, I'm getting that true to yourself is the biggest part, the biggest takeaway. So let's pause there and let's get to the oracle card that I pulled. So with this card, again, it was already cleansed and shuffled and I had put it back in the box. So when I was opening the box, I just asked for a message and I just heard pick the first card again. So that's what I did. And I got Dark Moon, which is funny because this is the Dark Moon. And it states here, phase influence, meditation focus. Now that we've set our intentions, it is time to visualize them. Feeling the energy of their manifestation course through our bodies will create a powerful vehicle to usher these dreams into the physical world. Now that makes a lot of sense. So now, as I was stating in previous episodes, maybe it was the last telescope, or maybe it was the last full moon telescope in particular. But this is the time where you're gonna see a little bit of a slowing down, and then it's gonna speed up. Like things are really gonna pick up, and I'm getting that so strongly too. I just get like a slow motion and then like a power speed. So when it states here, meditation focus, now that we've set our intentions, hold on to those intentions, hold on to those visions, constantly say those affirmations, believe it, feel it, map everything out, imagine what the smells are like, whatever you're envisioning, what something would taste like. Get really into it, okay? Because again, it's going to speed up, and we need to be prepared for all those opportunities and everything that comes along with it. And next it states here, history and lore. Although the second day of the astronomical new moon phase, many ancients do not consider this as part of the actual new moon phase, but rather a conjunction of the moon's passage between the earth and the sun. So that's interesting. So it's like the relation between the passage. So really think about that for a moment. As we are moving from one phase to another, there's always some sort of passage. What does that look like? What does that transition look like? I know earlier I was just saying that, the change is difficult. So what is it about that transition that is difficult, right? That's where we're looking at that passage from point A to point B, from where you're at to your goal, to your intention. What's that look like? And is there an easier way to go about it? A ritual. Free writing. This is the art of allowing words to flow onto the page without concern of quality or cohesion. Empty the contents of your mind and allow your higher consciousness space for expression. In this way, we both clear and create the mental and emotional space to receive that we seek to manifest. And some of the herbs you can use here, it states to burn rosemary to clear any energetic dross and allow energy to flow. The mantra is, I embrace sacred stillness. I am free. I do love sacred stillness in the morning. So that's the dark moon reading, is to, as a quick recap, feel this energy, get ready for this energy, work on your manifestation skills. This is a great time for it. As I was saying at the top of the episode, this is a time where people look at it as square one, and then, manifesting what we want is, square 3 or 5, whatever it is. So this is a great time to work towards what you're manifesting, but also a time to let go. When you think about it, when you want to manifest something, there are things that you need to let go. So think about the things or the people that you need to let go. So if you're feeling that kind of way, you're feeling a little antsy, you're feeling like there's something more, there's something that you need to do, because it's true, but you're just jumping ahead of yourself a little bit. It's sort of like when we were in school and we had a question and the teacher says, okay, we're going to get there. You're jumping ahead of me. That's next chapter or that's next section, right? So just give yourself the space first to honor those feelings. I posted this on my Instagram a few days ago about honoring all your feelings. You feel angry. Okay. You feel sad. Okay. You feel happy. Okay. Allow yourself to feel it. You could feel all that in 1 hour, right? Allow yourself to process it. Allow yourself to understand those emotions. All right. Gone on are days where we just brush it underneath the rug, make it seem like it's not as serious. Allow yourself to feel those emotions. I don't care if you need to cry, stomp your feet, jump up and down, yell a little bit, feel it. Okay. So that's the first thing. Honor your feelings. Now that we address the, how are you feeling? The antsiness, the feeling off, maybe you feel a little dizzy. There's a lot of feelings going on. There are many things you can do, right? You can start to, and this is going to sound a little bit abstract, but it really helps with manifestation. Receiving luck. start to receive. And lucky, being lucky, the luckiest of the luck is a theme, okay, for this moon cycle. So start to embrace receiving, whether it's someone saying good morning because they're offering you a lighthearted conversation, a little chit chat. They are acknowledging that you exist. And I understand you can say, I don't need anyone to acknowledge me as existing. I exist because I am who I am. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, some people would love to have someone to talk to in the morning to say good morning to. So it's nice that someone is opening themselves to have a cordial greeting interaction with you. So as I receive, interactions, I receive a hello, I receive a good morning. It's okay. I can receive this. And then next you accept other things. If someone compliments you, to say thank you. Now, of course, if it's someone who you're really cool with, you might say, thank you. You know what? I got this on sale. I just happened to go into Ross one day. I got off work early and I just decided, oh, you know what? Let me go in here and maybe I'll find something. Everyone's got a sale going on. So that's okay. But if you feel like you have to justify the compliment, now that's a place where you don't want to be. Okay, someone wants to buy you a cup of coffee. They want to cook for you. They want to send you something. Just say thank you. It might feel weird at first, but just say thank you. All right, so let's start receiving luck. I hereby receive luck. I am lucky. I receive it. Boom. Now, this is the month of love. So you can focus on love on various levels, whether you want to perform sex magic or you just want to buy a self-love kit and you burn a candle, you use some perfume to spray yourself, you meditate. It's totally up to you. Okay. So you can Google various ways you can perform sex magic. Again, up to you. It could be as simple or as intricate as you like. You can have certain color clothing that are comfortable. You can create a playlist. You can set the tone with candles or one of those lights that changes color. Okay, there's so many things you could do with that, or you could just keep it simple. Okay, so totally up to you. So you can, again, one, focus on receiving, start receiving luck, claiming it, owning it, saying it. Stop saying things like, "Oh, I'm not that lucky." I've never been that lucky. Don't I'm not lucky enough to. Stop that. I am lucky enough to. I'm a very lucky person. Luck is on my side. Lady Fortune, oh yeah, we're BFFs. Okay, and then love, various levels, sex magic, self-love, work, okay, um, protecting your love. And it might sound a little bit off, like, why would I focus on protecting love during this time? Because this is the good time. The good times are rolling per se. Okay. You're getting set up here to really embrace the very things you've been working on. So even though it may sound weird, like this is a weird time to have things happen like this. It's February, like it's cold depending on where you are. There are crazy things going on in the world. But here's the thing, the show must go on and some things still carry on, just like some people started their business last year, some people reached new heights in their business, some people came to the realization about things that work in their life and aren't working in their life, and they're making drastic changes. So while yes, there are crazy things going in the world and many people are impacted on many levels, there's still room for growth, there's still room to explore. Okay, so and that's what's going on here. So when I'm saying protect your love, what I'm saying here is sometimes when and there's a term for it, I forget the actual term, when everyone's in a good mood, like say it's after a get together, a party, people are happy, and someone asks for a favor, right? They really shouldn't be asking for a favor, they're not the best person to be working with, whatever. But you're feeling good, so you go, yeah, sure, yeah, we could work that out. You already have a verbal commitment now. Okay. So what I'm saying here is be wary of the people around you. And this is also during the Mercury retrograde, people. So people from the past tend to come back. Okay, Mercury retrograde is here until the 21st. So protect your love during this time, whether you want to do some protective magic, whether you want to put pepper around your house, tourmaline on the windowsills, block people phone numbers. Do what you need to do, but just make sure that you also are focusing on that. Don't let you being in a good mood distract you and give people second chances, situations second chances. Stay the course, is what I'm saying. Stay the course. Excuse me. And of course, other things you can do are to pull your own oracle cards for your own divination purposes to get more specific. Okay, I've given you one card. You can pull two more cards that are more personalized for you. You can ask Spirit to help you pick two cards to complement the card that Tia pulled. You can say something like that. You can also use this time to do nothing at all. And I stress that a lot. Remember, I'm all about giving you multiple options. Some people are tired, they hit the pandemic wall and they're tapped out. So if you don't even have the energy to light a candle, that's okay because really at the end of the day, you use your imagination, use your mind. There's nothing stronger, right? So you use your mind. Well, some may say the heart is stronger, but you get what I'm saying. Visualize, feel it, okay, express it, use all your senses. So if you want to get married, okay, let's say you can't really make out your spouse's face. Maybe you can, but that's not the most important thing, right? Let's focus on the energy. How are you feeling? Is it daytime? Is it early morning? Is it late afternoon? Is it a sunset wedding? Um, is it on a beach? Is it at a historical site? Is it in a castle? Where are you having it? What does the cake taste like? What perfume are you wearing? What cologne is your spouse wearing, or whatever they want to wear? Um, what's the music like? What are you wearing? Okay, so think about these things. Just play out scenarios. Okay, um, use that. Okay, and you could do that on the couch. So, in your bed, on the couch, in the shower, and do that. Okay, you could do absolutely nothing, and that could be the one thing you do. All right, let's wrap this up with the second half of the summary, and then I'm going to tell you what conjunct is. All right. So yeah, so we finished the first part of the summary with the last sentence is Neptune to show you how to be a better person, more loving, caring, honest, and true to yourself. And the true to yourself is what really is sticking to me. Like, if you're true to yourself, then all else will fall into place. If you're true to yourself, then you're going to be honest and caring, more loving, and a better person. All right. And it's saying here that this is exceptionally good new moon for relationships. So, again, please, if someone comes back to you, I mean, it's up to you. At the end of the day, it's your decision, right? Because some people do change. This is true. But we know in our heart of hearts, whether or not someone has changed. Okay. So if it's worth it, you evaluated it, fine. But if they displayed zero, and I mean zero examples of change, you are not obligated to give them a second chance. All right. So we want to make room for good relationships. All right. And then it states here, those two sexy and beautiful planetary aspects increase the chances of finding your perfect partner or improving an existing love relationship. The lucky fixed star increases the chance of success in whatever new goal you choose. All right, the effects of the February 11th new moon last for 4 weeks up to March 13th new moon. Also, I have a list of new moon and full moon dates and the zodiac signs in. So if you go to blog.timariejohnson.com and you type in new moon or full moon or just moon, that list will pop up and you can You could bookmark it and you don't have to worry about typing it in, Google or doing a search every single time somewhere else. The list is right there. And it's the same thing with solar and lunar eclipses. That's a separate post, and you can just type in eclipses and you'll find it. Um, and the best time for starting something new is during the waxing moon phase, which is from 11th to the 27th full moon. All right, so in a nutshell, again, this is a great time to really hone in on prosperity, growth, personal growth, relationships, okay? Focus on wisdom, all right? Love. This is a great, great, great time for it. February is going to be a good month um, for diving into these areas in your life. That's the energy of it. So you can really make this about those areas in your life, love, money, relationships. You can go on this website, do a deeper dive to see if you want to incorporate more energies, more planets. Okay. It's totally up to you. But I wanted to make sure that I address what's going on. Okay. So if you're feeling like you want to work with your money, you want to invest your money, you want to do something with your money, that's why this month you're feeling that, because it's huge on prosperity, abundance, especially in regards to money. That's what I have for you. If you want to see what this card looks like, I am now doing reels for each full moon and new moon. So again, you can go to cosmic_witch_goddess, and you'll see the reel there of the oracle card, and these are by Wild Moon, and it's called the Lunar Phase deck by Tamed Wild. There we go, Tamed Wild. So there you have it. As always, I'm rooting for you. I love you. I'm sending you so much blessings. Remember to be kind to yourself. And if it's something you want me to talk about on the podcast, or if it's someone who you want me to interview, email me at tia@tiamariejohnson.com, and I reach out to that person. I see where that topic can fit in the schedule, and maybe you'll hear your topic on an episode one day, or your person. All right. So until next time. As always, Spiritual Trailblazer, thank you for tuning in. Do make sure to stop by and visit me at tiamariejohnson.com. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Last but not least, be kind to yourself. I'm rooting for you, and I'm sending you so many blessings. Until next time.